Good morning, my fashion people. Another Saturday episode. I know, it's like you can't wait for it to come. Well, on today's episode, we will be decorating my shelf. So, as you know, I've not finished with my living room yet. Still kind of working through buying one piece at a time, which is totally fine. But my shelf finally got back into stock. It's a very popular kind of look right now in people's homes. The ladder shelf. So this is what a ladder shelf looks like, and it finally came back into stock. We got ours from wayfair.com for 180 euro roughly. I do not know what that translates into dollars, but if you're looking for a shelf to kind of showcase your personality, your fashion, or your design kind of, I guess, creativity, then this is definitely the show for you. I was kind of up and down about doing the show today only because I've been feeling under the weather. I don't know if it's COVID or the weather change, but it's just been fluctuating. So I am so glad that we were able to do this episode today with you all. So I have a couple of things that's kind of been scattered around my house. I am sure everybody can relate when I say you probably brought things that you don't even remember having. You probably have things in places where you're not too happy about it being there, but it's somewhere, right? It's not just laying around. Well, get those things together, join them up in one room, and start decorating one massive piece of furniture shelf with your favorite things, your favorite creations, maybe things you brought in the past and you forgot about, your children's artwork, framing them nice, displaying them for your family and friends. This is definitely the time to gather all those things and show them off to anybody and everybody you can. And with a ladder shelf or pretty much any kind of bookshelf, you can do that. So today I'm going to teach you how. So I have my ladder shelf. I already started decorating a little bit of it, not really decorating, but I already started putting things on it. So the bottom thing is my record player. I got it for Christmas for my husband, and it was just sitting in a box, and I just could not wait for the shelf to come in so that I can finally put it out so I can listen to my records, right? Yeah, so this is my first thing that I put on my shelf, my record player. It's very personable for me. It reminds me of my grandfather when we used to listen to jazz records when I was growing up. So this is something that I want people to know about me, a personable thing that is very precious in memories to me because it reminds me of my grandfather, but it also lets people know that I enjoy music and old music. I enjoy antiques. Certain pieces can say so much about a person's personality, and other pieces are just things that look nice or that you wanted to showcase because it was just kind of sitting around somewhere in some other room. You can definitely put those on this shelf too. The record player, however, will be moving up a shelf because I don't think it's best to put something like that at the bottom. I want people to listen to records, be able to access it, but I also want to be able to get to it myself. And putting it on the bottom shelf may not be the best idea, so I will be moving it up a shelf or even putting it on a shelf that's actually body height. We'll see. But in order to see how this shelf gets designed, decorated, please stay tuned. And I promise you, it'll be worth the trip. Let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So like I said, today is just basically how to decorate a bookshelf or storage shelf, if you want to call it that. So I definitely didn't know what kind of look I was looking for, but I did know that I had pieces around my homes that probably could be best utilized here in this space rather than randomly spread out through my house. So I went around my house kind of looking for things that was kind of just placed somewhere, felt out of place, didn't even go with the theme of the room, or I just didn't have any place to put it. So I just left it there. And I had some things that I brought that I definitely wanted to showcase on this bookshelf to kind of let people know my personality. So when we have friends and family over, they can see the moments or the things that is dear and important to me and to my husband. So when you start with a blank shelf, the only thing is I have my record player already here, but we are actually going to move that up a level or two, only because I think it's too low. It's too low to access. It's too low to be able to listen to my records. And preferably, I'd like to be able to get to it so I can put in the next record, and then reaching all the way down here just doesn't seem practical for the shelf. So the first thing we're going to do is move the record player up a shelf or maybe up 2 shelves. And then we're going to continue on. Like I said at the beginning, decorating shelves can be from the top up if you want to, but I think it's best to start from the bottom up, only because you have more space to kind of put things on and kind of put your bulkier pieces like a statue or a vase. You want to kind of start with the heavier things, and then as you get further up, lighter things that won't utilize a lot of space, smaller items. So we are going to unplug it. Isn't it nice? And we are going to move it up a shelf. Now, I don't know if I really want to put it here because there's no kind of support right here. It's kind of like dangling off the shelf. So I'll put it here where it's a little more sturdier on a ledge, and it's still better height to access rather than reaching all the way below. So I simply just take the cord, bring it up, and now that's done. So the next thing we're going to be doing is continue to decorate. So now that we have our record player, let me show you what else we'll be working with today. So here are a couple of pieces that I bought from around the house, and I also collected. Now, this is just a start. As we progress, and of course, once stores open in Germany, of course, I will get like more picture frames. I'm definitely going to get plants for my flower pots, things like that. But this is just to give you kind of a skeleton idea of what possibilities you have when you have a ladder bookshelf. So if you have things that you don't yet possess, but you are buying them, then that's fine. This is just the beginner's guide kind of to how to decorate a bookshelf and use some of the stuff in your home to start it. You can always finish it up with things that you bought or new things. That's not a problem. So the next thing we're going to be putting on the shelf is the records. So I also have some books that I want to showcase. So I have some records here. I have my Gregory Porter, a Christmas record from the Rat Pack, and Jazz Legends. So this is my beginner set from the start of my collection of my records that my husband brought me, in addition to the record player. Super, super sweet. I love all these records. Gregory Porter is actually a newfound artist that I found. We watched his concert live on German cable, and he was in Paris. and we was just trying to find something to watch, and we came across his concert, and we stayed till the end. And he is just amazing artist. Definitely go check out him. It's Gregory Porter. This album is called Be Good. He has so many others. So you can just put your records like that. If you want something to hold them in place, I have this beautiful kind of sand seashell, I guess it's a vase collection that a really good friend, it's a little dusty, a little good friend brought me. And it was just kind of sitting in the hallway near some pictures. And I was just like, well, I don't know where to do with it. And it's a free ledge, so I'll just put it there. Now I do. Like that. And then I have some books, 5 Love Languages, Girl and Train, Love and Respect, like just a couple of the books that I've read that are kind of one of my favorite books. A lot of these are kind of old books, but they are books that I know if someone sees them, like, oh, well, did you read that? It's actually a great conversation starter, especially for people or friends and family that read and kind of like audio books or whatever. Definitely have your favorite books available to show people. And, you may actually spark somebody's interest to say, hey, I like that book. What is it? Can I see it? Can I borrow it? So I'm thinking you can put the books here. Of course, a plant will be here. Turn this the right way so you can see the emblem. And then probably do it like that. Had a sticker still on it. This is just a vase, a little container that I had brought. I didn't know what to do with. Then I have things like this big vase. I am actually going to fill up with pampas grass, which is kind of like ocean grass. As soon as the things in Germany open, we got good news. They're actually going to start open like the nursery, which is the plant nursery, Obi, which is Home Depot kind of like store on the first week of March. So me and my husband are so excited. We're like, yeah, somewhere else other to go than the supermarket and to get gas, obviously. And a lot of people in Germany is just like, yeah, because it's, it's very big in Germany for spring. I don't know if it's a tradition for the Bavaria area that we're in, but they love their gardens. They love their gardens. They love flower pots. There's even people that do the arrangements for the city, like up along like the banister where you can see like the little stream below, like they hang flower arrangements and flower banister pots. It's beautiful in Germany in the spring and summertime. The problem is with COVID, we're just hoping that enough people will take the precaution. I'm hoping that they keep pushing the COVID vaccine out. I know they were only doing the high risk people right now, but I'm praying that, they keep working forward towards pretty much inoculating the majority of the population so that we can resume and enjoy life again. I'm not saying that we're not, but we're so limited out here in Germany because of all the restrictions and the bans that we don't really get to do much, and that kind of starting to make people crazy. Please disregard the fact that I have a low battery. It does not matter. I will keep recording as long as you keep watching. So like I was saying, I'm really hoping the beginning of March to be able to go to the OB or go to the plant shop and get some pampas grass to put in here. I think it's so pretty. I'm thinking about doing a mixture of maybe a rust brown and a off beige kind of color. If anybody knows what pampas grass is popping up now, that's what it looks like. So I'm trying to get like a shorter stem to put in here. And then I just want it to be up here like that. So that's not going anywhere. You could actually put this below, but then you wouldn't be able to showcase flowers if you wanted to put in it. It's really just up to you. Let's see what else we got here. So we have this picture frame. Actually, my supervisor from my job actually gave this to us as a wedding present. We haven't been able to go put pictures in it because things have been closed. So when we do, we're actually going to print out one of the wedding photos popping up now, either one of those, to put in here for our wedding photo. I love both pictures, but I'll just decide when I look at them which one would be best to put in this photo. But nevertheless, we do the outline first of what we would like the shelf to look like, and then later on fill in the things that obviously we couldn't get access to because Germany's on restriction. So you could put that right there. See how that looks. We actually got plants in a while ago. This was actually a plant that was in my bathroom, but it's not being utilized because there's just sitting on the windowsill. It's actually not being displayed of any kind. I have another plant that has this base, and it's actually in a really pretty wicker basket with like my Q-tips and in glass jars with all the stuff that we use for like floss, like the toothpick floss things, and ear pins, Q-tips. So it has a space, but this didn't. So I was just like, oh, this would look really, really cool on that shelf. So we got that driftwood I told you from when we went to the North Sea. And you can do it like that. This canister I brought from Zara Home. If you don't know about Zara Home, you're missing out. You really need to check out Zara Home. It is an awesome store. If you like Zara's clothes, that's great, but Zara Home really has some really nice stuff. I actually have a couple of items sitting in my basket now that I can't wait to purchase that is going to go on the shelf. Just pretty things. This nice kind of metal can. You can put stuff in it, obviously, but I love stuff like this because I can put things that we constantly use that we don't always have to want to walk to the other side of the apartment again. I haven't thought about it now, but I probably will put candies or something in here, something accessible to put. And then I got 2 packs of these beads. So I got this from Amazon.com. And these are just used to kind of do a design on things. I just put them in a flower pot, kind of dangle there like that. And yeah, so you can do it like that, or if you wanted to, you can do it like this. That probably looks cleaner, more clean look. And then I have things like this. So this is very special to me because when my husband was in his technical school, he built this. And this just proves of engineering. Of course, he worked with metals and stuff like that. But when he was still in a training kind of school, he actually built this from scratch. Is that not awesome? and I've kept it. He wanted to throw it away when we first started, when we was dating. And I was just like, no, this is like way cool, super gorgeous. I was like, I'm not throwing this away, because when we have kids, I'm definitely putting this in our child's room just so they can see the type of things that their father created with their own two hands, his own two hands. So this is really actually very special to me. And you can just place it like that. I also have this basket. So I bought it from Amazon. I thought I was going to use it in the bathroom, but it actually did not serve the purpose I needed to serve. And I actually had wind up having to buy another basket that is gorgeous. I'll definitely show you what that looks like. I think I have a picture popping up right now of what that looks like. Isn't that beautiful? And I just should have bought that basket from Gate. I should have just purchased that, and that way I wouldn't have had to waste 11 euro on this. But nevertheless, I'm going to keep it because I'm actually going to put a set of candles in here and put it here, preferably. Maybe there. I don't know. Maybe I'll move this here. And then put my set of candles there. Yeah, that looks great. And then, of course, I have the little flower pot. It is just like this big one that I plan to get a plant in. I haven't really decided where I'm going to put this. So for now, I'm just going to layer it inside the other one. And then I have my second pack of beads that I brought. These beads are just awesome. They're just awesome beads. You can throw them in the basket like this, and maybe and you're done. This is your shelf. We did not put anything on the bottom as of yet. I'm thinking I'll put probably more records or some baskets. Definitely some wicker baskets will look awesome here in this space. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. So I told you that would probably look better if we put some baskets underneath. I actually have two baskets. These I got from Pottery Barn a really long time ago. Right now I just keep like all of our gift bags and all of our shopping bags, because in Germany they have those fabric bags that you can buy at the register and put your stuff in. We have quite a few of them, so I just keep them all together in this little tote bag looking thing, just so that we can find them when we need them, so we don't have to keep buying bags, because that's a waste too, and it's pointless because you can't really recycle them. I mean, they're recycled bags, but it's pointless to keep buying bags, so that, you know, of course, is waste and abuse too to the earth. So we decided to keep them all in one bag, and that way when we go shopping, we just pull one out, we're good. But these bags I love. They're called the Havana baskets because of the multi kind of wicker colors that's in this basket. And for some reason, Pottery Barn has not given the rights for Germany to be able to buy stuff from Germany. So I literally have to go to work and use their IPS address of the internet to go on Pottery Barn, because it will not let me go on it from my phone, because my phone has, of course, a German IPS. So thinking about like right there. And then this basket just has miscellaneous stuff that I really need to go through, like batteries, tape, wires, things like that. And you can just put that basket right there. So This is the full look. And everything that I showed you is what we used in this shelf design. Now, the baskets beneath, of course, I'm going to clean them out a little bit so that it doesn't look so bad sitting beneath, but it definitely looks so much better than just having a plain shelf. You get to see my memories, things that I recently purchased, books that I've read. My wedding photo is going to go here to show the most important and most memorable day of my life. And then I'm going to get some candles. My beautiful record player is kind of here, showing you that I'm really into jazz, really into antiques, really into old-fashioned things. And then showcasing what friends have brought me. It just comes together so nicely. And I think we did a really good job with this shelf. The cool thing is I have another one of those coming, but it's a smaller shelf and it will go on this wall. So that will be interesting to decorate, but I'll definitely come back to you and definitely show you the update of what it looks like, of course, when the stores start opening up and I'm able to actually really get things that I really want to put and showcase up here. Definitely give you an update on that and give you an update when I get other show come in and I actually start decorating that shelf. Definitely will post that on Snapchat. So definitely go check that out at Miss New York to Germany Quick Picks. And you can also follow me on my Facebook, Miss New York to Germany. So that is our show today. Without further ado, we were able to decorate a whole slanted library ladder shelf. And it only took us 20 minutes. I mean, just having this showcased here for our friends and families to see, for, being able to have things that we need, our books, play music, definitely making sure we keep plants around because they do so much for the air and our breathing and our way of life. So definitely wanted plants to be on here and it just came out really nice. So that's all we have for today. Thank you for joining me on my channel. And if you have any questions or comments about today's episode, please leave them below. Peace.